DeAndre, the decision to wear 0, where did that come from?
Originally, it was just the best number available at the time. But it's kind of cool now. Like, first year, players are allowed to wear that number. So it's kind of cool to be the first person to put it on, especially being from here.
Do you remember any other athletes in any other sports wearing 0 that maybe caught your eye or you remember over time?
You see it like kind of in basketball, but that's probably the only sport I've seen it in, like Jason Tatum and people like that. So, like, it's pretty cool that the NFL is allowing the players in the NFL to wear it.
We were talking to Nick this week, and he was talking about your ability to catch the football like a receiver. Do you sort of have that knowledge that he thinks that way of you? There's a difference from, he said, catching it out of the backfield versus catching it downfield when you're running a route like a receiver. Do you take pride in that ability? Do you realize you have that?
Most definitely. I take pride in all parts of my game, all aspects. God blessed me with a lot of ability, but it's something that I work at daily.
How's the communication been with, because you guys have been kind of rotating through with different quarterbacks, getting that rapport with all those guys? How's that process?
Communication with who?
Quarterbacks and
Good. It's been good. Just getting reps in with everybody. Communication has been great with each quarterback, the coaching staff, with offensive linemen. Communication is getting better every single day.
What's different about your game this year, would you say?
I feel like I improve each year. Just improving on the little stuff as far as like reading defenses, coverages, trying pre-snaps, stuff like that. Just trying to take my knowledge of the game to the next level each year.
And is that the byproduct of just more experience in the league?
Yeah.
Or was it something you deliberately did yourself?
I think it comes with experience, being out there a little bit more. Know what I mean? Just kind of get a feel for things. You kind of get accustomed to how things are being done, picking up on things faster and quicker. Longer I've been in the league, so that type of thing.
As a guy who catches the ball out of the backfield, what have you noticed about Kenny Gainwell and his ability to do that? You guys kind of like share tips with each other and stuff?
Yeah. Always. Every time we come off the field, I'm always asking each other, like, how did that look? You seen anything I could have done different? Things like that. But I love Kenny Gain.
I know that the hometown angle is kind of more for us than for you sometimes, but when you see your high school watching practice, what's that like? You see your high school play?
It's amazing. It's amazing to kind of see them young guys. Once was in a place I was, you know what I mean? Just being able to look and see NFL type of people practice and just being out there to kind of put yourself in them shoes. But as to be on the other side of it, it's like I don't really think about it too much because I'm kind of focused on what I'm focused on. But it's amazing to see. It's amazing, especially when you come from that type of high school.
DeAndre, having grown up here, do you notice how athletes out of the NFL or other schools react to and adjust to coming here to play? Like, do you pick up on that? Like, there's been this big to-do made about the guy from Philly's Trey Turner and struggling to adjust to Philadelphia. Do you look at it like a fan almost? Like, here's what they need to know about Philly.
I mean, if you're not from here, I can get how it's kind of like they're passionate with Philly sports, as they should be, with the mentality here. If you're from here, if you've been around the area, you kind of know how Philly sports and how Philly fans are. So if you're not from here, not accustomed to it, I can see how it kind of be a little bit much to you. But if you're doing good, they love you.
Last year the Eagles had running backs had the fewest yards and catches and touchdowns in the NFL. Running backs in the receiving game. How early on, once the time you arrived here, did you realize that it's something that you really wanted to change, and how involved were you in the past year?
Real early on. Something we working at throughout training camp, trying to get better at and try to implement it in this offense.
Have you been surprised how much of an emphasis there's been on?
Surprised? No, not really. No, I wouldn't say a surprise, no.
Is there going to be a 1,000-yard rusher on this team this year?
It can be. Yeah, most definitely. It definitely can be, yes.
I'm just assuming you're one of the candidates, right?
I'm a running back on the team. I think the amount of opportunity is endless for every guy in the room. We got so much talent, not even in the room on the offensive side of the ball, so we can come from anywhere.
You think of Jamal, his style, teaching versus, obviously you've been in Detroit for the first 3 years of your career. How does that shift, that day-to-day coaching?
Jamal's been great since I've been here. His attention to detail, he's cool, kind of laid-back personality, funny. But it's the way he expects his guys to work and come to each day with that work mindset of getting better, learning every single day. So it's been great. He's been great since I got here.
DeAndre, the wide receivers that you've come across throughout your career, who has had the
greatest influence on your just receiving ability?
Throughout the league.
Yeah, throughout the league or even in college, anywhere.
When I was like in college, I kind of looked at Christian McCaffrey and those type of backs, Alvin Kamara. But now I kind of focus on myself. I watch film on what I'm doing, what I've done, just how I can get better, and critique different things so I can be more efficient.
In the opening press conference you had, we asked you about that Week 1 game last year, and it seems every time we ask people around here about you, reference that game. Does it come up in conversation with you a lot?
It has. It kind of died down a little bit, but when I first got here, that's all I heard about. Yeah.
Are you in the Philly Bulldog group chat?
I'm not in the Philly Bulldog. I didn't even know there was a group chat going on. I'm mad about that. For sure.
So why here and why now?
Pretty much. I was sitting at the house last week. You know what I mean? My agent called me, the GM called me, brought me out for a workout, and God willing, they signed me, and I'm here, man. So I'm just blessed to be here for the opportunity. You know what I mean? One week you sitting at home, the next week you with Super Bowl contender. So it's a blessing.
What was the offseason like for you, not knowing what the future was going to hold?
It was definitely it was a first for me. You know what I mean? You're just working hard every single day. You're not signed. You don't really know what's going on. You don't really understand your future. You don't know what you're going through. But at the end of the day, God has a plan, and I think this is the best place for me to be. 100%.
Fitting in here with your skills.
Pretty much just coming in, working hard. I love to hit. I love to play defense. I just want to contribute. Wherever the coaches feel like I can come in and play, that's where I'm going to come in.
So it sounds like there was some uncertainty if you'd be on a team, this season.
Oh,
guess
yeah.
How much of a relief was it?
It was definitely a relief. You know what I mean? You don't really you don't know where you're going to be at. The season's coming, it's arriving, guys are in camp, you see the camp highlights, you're sitting at home, you don't really know what's going on. So it's great to be here. I'm excited, and it's been fun. It's been fun.
It looks like they gave you first team reps kind of right out of the chute. What's that like for you? What's that tell you about what's possible?
It's just learning the playbook, man. I got here 2 days ago, trying to learn the playbook as fast as possible, get out there, play with the ones, get some reps, show them what I could do. Put the pads on, man. It's been a crazy transition, so it's been fun, man. I'm just getting out there trying to show them what I can do, show them I can hit, and show them I can learn this playbook as physically possible. You know what I mean? Physically and mentally possible. So just go out there and show them what I can do.
Did you know that Zach was coming?
Yeah.
How do you react to bringing in two guys?
Nothing. I feel like the best linebacker room we could have possible is the best for the team. So as much talent as we can have, that's the best. I want to be on the best team. And I feel like iron sharpens iron, so that's going to bring the best out of everybody. Nobody wants to be on a bad team. I've been on bad teams before, so as much talent as you can have in the locker room, I don't think that hurts anybody.
It's not that long ago that you signed a big contract, and it was kind of viewed as one of the top young linebackers.
Right.
How far away are you, do you think, from the player that you were then?
I think it's been a journey, you know what I mean? You get paid, then you get cut twice, and you just kind of have to learn, you know what I mean? You go through the process, and it's life, man. It's ebbs and flows. 1 minute it's all good, and the next minute you got to go through your lows. And a lot of things I've learned is just trusting God, getting back to the basics, working hard, figuring out where my weaknesses are, looking myself in the mirror as a man, and realizing what I have to do to improve. And I feel like this offseason was really about all that. It's just realizing the flaws in what I've been doing and what I haven't been doing and what I'm capable of, and I'm blessed to be here to be able to show that.
And what is that? What are you capable of?
Man, capable of playing football, man. Being a great linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, being the best linebacker I can be, making plays, making tackles, and trying to get this team to a Super Bowl.
2017 defense in Jacksonville.
Right.
You guys had a lot of talent on that.
Absolutely.
Do you ever just kind of look around and see where everybody went and think about what might have happened if you had been together?
Yeah, but that's the business of the league, you know what I mean? You pay guys, and if you don't win, everybody's got to go, coaches included. So that's how it goes. And even getting here, I see a lot of similarities with that defense with here. Obviously, it starts up front with the D-line, getting sacks, being stout. Then you got the DBs back there making plays, and you got linebackers that just run and clean everything up. And I feel like that's what they're building here in Philly, and that's what we had in Jacksonville back in the day. So I see a lot of potential on this defense. Absolutely. Yeah.
When you were waiting around this summer, were you keeping an eye on certain teams? From the outside, it looked like the Eagles needed linebackers. Did you know that? Were you aware of?
They were kind of there were teams that were checking in, but nobody was really sending real offers. My agent was letting me know that the Eagles were interested, but I don't have social media. I'm not a social media guy. I kind of stay on my square, so I just kept working, kept chipping away, and just had faith in God that something was gonna pop up. So
Why do you think there weren't offers?
That's a good question. But I mean, if it led me right here to this spot, then I'm not really tripping. You know what I mean? It's a great place to be, so I'm excited.
Steve Caldwell drafted you and signed you. Do you have any sense of his involvement in you coming here?
Yeah, I mean that'd be great. That's kind of cool if it comes full circle like that. And I haven't seen him yet. I guess he's kind of in the shadows. But yeah, no, he's yeah. If he played a role in that, I'm grateful for that 100%. But he did get me down in Jacksonville, and he constructed that defense that you were talking about earlier. So they got a plan out here for sure.
How long the process is to get from being home working out shape to playing football shape?
That's the thing. No time waits for nobody. So for me, I come in on a work. Well, I fly in Saturday. Saturday afternoon, I'm working out at the house. Next thing I know, I'm on the FaceTime with the gym while I'm working out. They're telling me they're gonna fly me in. Saturday night, I fly in at 10. My flight gets delayed till 3. I got to work out Sunday afternoon, so I'm jet lagged. They basically tell me, yeah, get all your stuff out the hotel. I got a return flight, so I don't know if I'm staying or not. I go work out. Everybody tells me thanks for coming. I'm thinking I'm going back home. Next thing I know, I'm getting signed. I got 2 pairs of drawers, two pairs of sweats, 2 pairs of socks to my name, my Bible in my bag. Like, I don't have anything. I'm staying at the hotel, so I wouldn't rather have it any other way, man. I'm here now, and I went to Ross, bought me some white T-shirts, and I'm here now. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes. You know what I mean? They give you a playbook, and the next day you out there practicing on Monday. Well, Monday was a day off, so I had to get my physical and everything. I'm running, ripping and running, trying to figure everything out. Meet with the coach Tuesday, you practicing. Today, you know what I mean? You in full pass. So that's just how life goes, man. One week you're on the couch playing Call of Duty. The next week you playing with the Super Bowl champions. So time waits for nobody, and I'm just figuring it out as fast as I am, trying to immerse myself in this culture and just be the best I can be. That's how life goes, you know what I mean? And you got to adapt to it. So I'm blessed.
You're gonna get some of your clothes mailed out here?
Eventually, yeah, when things kind of slow down. I'm really just on the playbook and trying to get back into this football thing, man. That's really it. I'll wash my drawers and figure it out, but you know what I mean. I'm really just locked in on the playbook, trying to speak the same language as everybody is on that field. So that's really where I'm at with it. But that's how it goes.
You and Zach kind of at the hip of DJ Elliott. What are your first impressions of him?
Very detailed, very, very clear. It's great working with him as a coach because he lets you know every single inch and crevice of the defense, which is phenomenal for me because these guys have been out here. It's literally my 3rd day here, so I'm trying to figure out the defense and then go live and figure it out on the fly. But he's made it super easy for me. I've got a pretty good understanding as much as you can, you know what I mean? And he's been phenomenal. He's literally given me everything he could possibly give me as far as like being a coach. I'm grateful for him.
Hey, Myles, when you were in football limbo, who were the people that you gained all that?
Really, I just went out. I was out in Arizona. So me and Buda Baker, we played high school ball together. And when I got cut from the Steelers, I was just kind of like, I don't really know what's going on. I might go to electrician school. I might go to plumbing school, start my own trade. And he was like, nah, just come out trade with me. So I trained out in Arizona for probably 3-4 months with him. And I really just leaned on him. He brought me out there, and we just trained every day together. Got my body back right, got my mind back right, renewed my faith in God, and just worked every day. That was pretty much it. It's tough when you don't really know what you're working for, but you're working, but you just have to have faith. So that's really all that's it, yeah.
So sitting at home last week, was that Arizona or Seattle?
I was back in Jacksonville, yeah. So I went back home, and I'm just at the house doing the work, like renewing the workouts that I did in Arizona. I got like a little gym in my side garage, and I'm just working out every day and then playing video games and just kind of just waiting on the call. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on, so yeah, that's it.
It's not an experience many people go through, but going from a high-profile player to the thought of transitioning that sharply to like electrician.
Yeah.
What's that
I mean, it's humbling, but I mean, at the end of the day, life is life. You know what I mean? You don't really know what's gonna happen in life. Things could be good one moment, and the next moment it could be all bad. You know what I mean? I think I needed to grow through that as a man and as a person, just to understand like life is unpredictable, and you just have to be grateful when you're grateful, and if not, you just have to have faith that things are gonna be good. So this process it's been stressful, like going through it. I didn't enjoy it, but like looking back on it, I think it's gonna make me a better man, better person, and a better player. So just moving forward.
What does trade school plan be for you?
I'm a hustler, so you know what I mean. I feel like I can do anything. I like to work. Yeah, I just couldn't sit at home. I mean, I've been blessed to make a lot of money, so I could just retire and sit at the house. But I'm too bored. My mind is too much. So I just want to be innovative. I don't know if like a zombie apocalypse happens. I want to be able to like build something or like fix something. So you know what I mean. So yeah.
You were Terrell Evans last. You had a chance. What was it like to catch up with him?
It's been great. That's my guy, man. That was definitely my guy in Pittsburgh, and it was dope. As soon as we seen each other, it was all smiles. So it's always good seeing old faces. But nah, me and Rella, we locked in. So it's all good.
How much do you take those experiences you guys at Pittsburgh did with us last year? How do you take those experiences and use them for this year?
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. There's just there's differences though too, and they're very detailed over here, and I thoroughly enjoy that. And we were talking about that. They're very detailed over here, so you really understand everything you're supposed to be doing, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The faster I can just figure this thing out, the faster everything will be going. But I've got a grasp of it, but I gotta like fully immerse myself as fast as I possibly can. So
Coming out of college, you had this injury lately. That was your name, but here you are playing year 8.
It's crazy.
And you haven't missed like 10, 11 games in the season before.
Right.
Is that just a label, or are there health things you have to overcome?
No, I think it's a label. I mean, obviously coming out the draft, anybody that has an injury is always a concern, but I gotta thank the man upstairs. I've been blessed. A lot of people said I wouldn't play 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and I'm in year 8. You know what I mean? So coming in the league when you're 20, and now I turned 28 in September. So I've been blessed. I just gotta thank God and just move from there.
Do you ever think about that? When you were coming out as a rookie, there was talk about potential microfracture down the line.
Right.
Does that still weigh on you, or?
Nah, I'm kind of a crash dummy, man. And until it happens, I believe it. But I just got faith that I'm gonna just keep going and keep going and keep going. You know what I mean? I feel like as long as I get my massage, just stretch, take care of myself, take care of my body, everything will be fine. So that's really my focus, man. Injuries are gonna happen in this game, and if you play scared, you're gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? So. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, I'm just gonna keep going. And like you said, I'm here in year 8, and no microfracture, no nothing. So, I've been blessed.
And so when you see the
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going through his own deal right now. But just him as a leader, him grasping the defense, just seeing him stand amongst men and everything, I can definitely see he's got that linebacker in him. Can't wait to see when he gets, fully going and gets on the field, man. But I watched him when he was in college, man, running things, and I guess that viral clip of him where the other guy went the wrong way and he yelled at him and got him right. You could tell he's got that leadership in him. So, I'm excited to work with him, and he's gonna be a hell of a player for sure.
And so when you see all the 2017 Super Bowl stuff around here, do you think if it was ruled a fumble, it would have been you in that game against the Eagles?
I'm with y'all now, so I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah.
Zach, can you kind of take us through the process of how you got here, when the Eagles contacted you, and when it became sort of a thing?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much a quick turnover. It's like within 3 days between talks with my agent, talks with the team. I literally talked to them and was right out here, and I think signed the same day, and they just got right into it.
So how's it been with DJ? It seems like DJ's giving you guys a quick ramp-up period. How difficult is it to come in at this stage and get up to speed?
Yeah, it's just been for us just hitting the ground running. You know, just trying to get in the playbook. You know, trying to meet with him and getting acclimated to the defense. And I mean, that's pretty much how it's been. I mean, it's same as a quick turnover with it.
I know it's early on still, but how do you think, when you look at the playbook, how do you think your skill set helps out and relates to this game?
I mean, right now I've been playing different, both Mike and Wills, so I'm just trying to, I mean, we're not really sure exactly. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out myself, where I'm exactly going to be fitting in.
It's been a whirlwind 2 years, I imagine, from the outside looking in, between changing teams and injury.
Yeah.
How would you say you are now as a player compared to that one that used to who got the big contract?
I mean, I guess going with the injury. I mean, that's something I've never actually gone through myself. I haven't missed significant time for an injury. So I mean, that definitely gave me a different perspective on the game. As far as going forward, as far as a player, as far as how I view the game, that definitely was something that changed something for me.
What was it like when training camps were starting and you weren't in one? Was it a strange feeling? How did you feel with that?
It was a little strange, but I had something to fill the time with. I was on the game, working out, just trying to, waiting on the call, waiting to, get back into it.
What was your off-season training setup? Like where you work out at?
So I was back and forth, Houston, Nashville.
You came in.
What's the dynamic like with Myles, the two of you coming in at the same time?
Oh yeah, that's crazy to me. Being in AFC South, we basically knew each other, from playing, playing against each other. So that was a crazy deal. Both of us coming at the same time for sure.
Did you know he was coming at the same time you were coming?
Yeah, I was. I knew.
And how did you react to that?
I mean, I really didn't have any reaction to it. It was just good to see him and good to chop it up with him.
Did you know him? I know you obviously played in the same division for a long time. Did you have any kind of relationship?
Not too much. I mean, I knew of him, and we had talked, briefly. Going back and forth. Because we played against each other every year. So.
Who are the guys that you know?
I'm sorry, what?
Who in the locker room do you know?
No, I didn't really have besides AJ, we was with Tennessee when I first got there, so yeah.
You had never been a free agent before, right? I mean, you signed the extension and then you were playing for off the waivers.
Right.
What has the past few months been like not having a team for the first time?
I mean that was definitely crazy, but I was focused on trying to get back, rehabbing, getting back from my injury. So that was my main focus during the off season.
And so were you studying depth charts at all? And the reason I ask is because the Eagles were clearly a team that, from the outside looking in, needed running backs. So was this a team you had identified early on?
Yeah, this was one of them. Yeah, for sure.
How are you physically? You're talking about that rehab. Obviously, your season got cut short. Where are you? 100%?
I've been good. I mean, I've been away from the sport a little bit, so I'm working on getting back in football shape for sure. But other than that, I've been good.
Is that what your early interactions been like with Kobe?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, I can definitely see it. Where he fits, as defense. With the defense. His leadership role in the defense. And I mean, he's been good about helping us to get acclimated with everything.
What was the toughest part of that recovery? Going through it, was it mental, physical? Take me through what it was like to go through that injury.
Yeah, for me it was more mental because during the season when I got hurt, I was out and I came back, tried to come back, and I got hurt again, the same thing. Tried to come back again, got hurt the same thing again. So, finally sitting out and just having to go through all the recovery process again, over and over again. That was definitely something different for me. I hadn't ever had to go through something like that.
How do you stay confident, knowing that what you went through, but feeling confident the same way that you were 2 years ago?
I mean, for me, it didn't really change how I felt I was as a player. Injuries happen. I know that's part of the game. So that's basically how I had to look at it. It's just part of the game. You're gonna come back. Just work on getting back, getting healthy.
Can it help you guys having another linebacker, another veteran come in at the same time, getting up to speed with the defense? You guys help each other out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do you view the opportunity in terms of looking at the depth chart and trying to figure out where you fit in?
I mean, it's definitely a great opportunity. I'm looking to take advantage of it.
AJ Brown said he's been looking for a long time. What's your background?
Yeah, like I said, we both played in Tennessee. I kind of knew a little more about them before I even got there. But yeah, getting to Tennessee, we definitely linked up a lot while I was there.
Zach, I guess you had that injury, so you didn't play in the game last year with the Titans when they were here. But watching, what you observe about this Eagles team, Jalen Hurts and the rest of the offense?
I mean, it speaks for itself. It's a great team, great program, and I mean, it's all love out here. All the players speak highly of it. The coaches speak highly of everything that they have going out here. I'm glad to be a part of it.
It seems like every time I hear a scouting report about you, it talks about your length. How does that help you on the field?
I mean, I would definitely say kind of broadens up the box that I have, my player box. Being able to make plays that normally maybe someone else wouldn't be able to make. Having that length.
As a veteran player, what is it more difficult to pick up terminology than say scheme or philosophy?
No, I wouldn't say necessarily. No.
You're at the stage you're at, that you're ready for every day.
Yeah, we'll be ready. There's a lot when it comes down to playing O-line. Like technique-wise, it's all about technique and executing that technique to the look. Stout does a great job. Lane does an amazing job still helping me and even the young guys. And Kelsey, he's the leader of the unit, and whether he will say it or not, but he demands a high standard in that room, and we believe that we can play at a high standard even now, and we'll be ready.
What was your view of the Landon Derek Bryant stuff?
That's not a scuffle. Come on, man.
Mini scuffle.
There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. That was it. There's just nothing to that. I mean, they're hugging in the locker room right now. I hope so.
Josh Garlick was in town training camp last week. What was it like interacting with him and kind of talking to a fellow Australian?
Oh, the Aussie bloke, right?
Yeah.
He was good. It was good. Good banter, man. I miss that Australian banter. Can't get that around here these days, but it was awesome. He's a good bloke.
How much are you looking forward to going up against Myles Garrett next week?
Looking forward? I was looking forward to that. I'm just going out there to do my job, man. I gotta work on my technique and watch what he does and just react. Be an athlete.
At this stage, are you excited thinking about somebody else coming in instead of hitting your own guys?
Yeah, it's going to be good. Just to see where we're at as an offense, because our defense is not really growing pains, but they're trying to figure out their DNA, and it's keeping us sharp because every day is a new look, and they do a great job of keeping us honest. So it's going to be great to go out there against somebody who doesn't know our cadence. So that's nice.
In the spring, we were asking you about who's your backup. You obviously did not want to get into an event. We're seeing Tyler Steen take more and more left tackle snaps. What do you see from him in that spot?
The dude is a tremendous athlete. Like, to just go from the day that Stout moved him back to left tackle was amazing. Just the stuff you see on film, like he's just a natural athlete. Tremendous technique when he applies it. Just needs to learn when to apply it. But he is just quick on his feet, man. And we need to work on his strength because once he gets those two together, it's going to be a deadly combo. As far as depth-wise, I couldn't tell you. We keep moving guys every day. Try and make it like it's during the season. If injuries go down, Stout wants to see where he can slot people in, and I think that's just been the name of the game since I've been here. So
you can feel that the defense kind of searching by throwing different looks at you. And,
yeah, sometimes we'll get the same look, but with them you just never know. They're throwing so much stuff at us, and it's keeping us honest. It's been a good daily battle going back and forth. So,
what do you think are the strengths from your up-close vantage point of the defense that you're going up against?
The players, man. You got great, smart players, strong players, fast players. They're just an amazing group. You look at their first five guys in the D line. It's incredible. And linebackers are they're really smart, disguising their blitzes. The safety's doing a great job too. So that's all I'll give you now. I don't give you too much.
I know, maybe you're not especially looking forward to facing Myles Garrett, but I know you wanted to talk to him last year a little bit at the joint practices. What did you gain out of that, and are there some tips that you used during last season?
Yeah, we talked about what he sees and that I do, and obviously there's Keely Ringo's back there, guys. See ya. Yes. Lots of couple, but Myles gave me a couple good tips, to kind of key in on what he looks for, and those are things that I'm, come this time around next week, I'm not going to try and give it to him, and see where I am this year, compare it to where I was last year. So it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. I really am, because Myles is a hell of a player, man. He's a hell of a player. And why not go up against the best when you can and see, honestly evaluate where your game is at. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Now that you've had some time against Nolan Smith, I guess how would you describe, what makes him good?
Mini Hassan Reddick, man. He's elusive. He's quick. He's a smart player. If you saw him on that last play, we got him on a QB draw. He was kind of beating himself up because he knows better than that. But he's really smart, and just elusive. Knows how to play the game, and so I'm excited for Nolan for sure.
Jordan, I'm curious the way you talk about Jason and Lane. You have such respect for him. Do you get that feeling from the younger players now as you've developed a reputation when young guys come in? You get that sort of feeling how they treat you?
Yeah. I think it's weird. I think it's weird because I feel like I'm kind of like in the middle of both, the young guys and the old guys. I'm just like in the middle, Does that make sense? Yeah. Just like I'm just trying to be like the voice to both sides and make sure that this is what Kelsey means by this, or this is what Kelsey expects. This is what Lane is talking about, and try and break it down so there's no gray area for the young ones. But we got a great group of young guys, man, and we just got Seals back and Josh Andrews. It's a great pickup, and so now we got guys who have played in games and have been in the league for a long time that'll come in and slot right in and even just keep learning and keep growing and keep teaching.
One of the reasons that the team gave the offseason for Marcus was stylistically he's a little more similar to Jalen. So in the event Jalen goes down, you don't have to change too much. How great an effect is that on you guys up front? Is there any effect on you guys up front?
If Marcus comes in?
If Marcus comes in.
Like you said, they're both similar style. It's just Marcus is 6'6". We haven't had to run with Marcus yet, but I'm sure that he will slot right in and we'll all be able to communicate and make those changes if there will be anything to make, when the time comes. But till then, Marcus is doing a great job of learning the playbook and executing his job and seeing with his eyes and all that.
Does the running component of his game help?
Dude, I will say this: he is fast as hell. I did not know that. I did not know he could run that fast. But he's really fast. It shocked me. I keep making jokes about how fast he is and all that. So, yeah.
Jordan does.
Oh, Les! My old friend. How you doing?
Does camp feel any different after the extended playoffs and the Super Bowl? Is it any harder?
Does it feel different? No. I think where if players were to feel the difference, it's probably in that OTA period because we came back. I would say even though we started pretty late for an OTAs, it still felt like a short off season. But training camp feels normal. We get back on the horse and just keep grinding it out every day. But no change in training camp for me, at least. But I would say if there was any change, it would be in that OTA period when we're coming back from that, the long playoff run and going to the Super Bowl. So,
having done all that, does that inform your perspective in any way going into a different season, a new season? Does it change anything about the way you look at the game?
Yeah, it makes the drive and the want to get back to the Super Bowl bigger. I'm hungrier to get back there because you get a taste of it and you want to keep playing in that and you want to win Super Bowls. That's why we come to work every day. At least that's what I do. So now that we got the taste, you know, I want to get back there as soon as possible, but you just got to take it every day. Every day is a daily deposit, and you know, take care of training camp first, and then preseason games, and so forth and so on.
Time for one more.
You mentioned Josh coming back. How was that? Obviously went through a difficult time. Just how the team embrace and accept and things like that.
We just had to give him the space he needed, and be there for him when he needed us. Josh did a great job of, you know, I think he wanted it to make it an emphasis on it not bothering us and making us feel like we had to be there. So Josh did a tremendous job of protecting the team, and, you know, when it came to just what he could do in the OTA period and all that stuff, now he's back. You see him, I'm happy for him. I can't believe, you know, he's taken, I don't know how many reps in the OTAs he took, and what he was allowed to do, but if you see him in the indie drills, and I think he's slotting into some team drills now, he looks like he never left. So I'm glad that his athleticism is allowing him to do that.
How's camp going for you so far? You feel like you've come a long way since it started?
Yeah, you know, this is a great organization with a lot of great people, and I think that the owner and Howie and everyone has just done a really good job of having really good people, you know what I mean? And when you have great people around it, like I always say, high tides raise all ships, right? And I think that I've learned so much from just the support staff and even the players in my room. You know, I'm fortunate enough to have guys like BG, Haas, Sweat, guys that have been here 7+ years that are all Pro Bowl caliber players that, you know what I mean, they're helpful, right? And they guide you, they speak wisdom into you, and I don't think there's a better organization out there.
How many positions along the line have they been training?
Right now, really just 2 or 3, kind of more on the inside, but actually all of them. This defense, we play pretty much 0 through 5, depending on the formation. Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
What are some of the tangible ways in which you think you've gotten better?
I think that the way that I play has like completely changed. I think I'm a lot more of I'm being a lot more of a vertical player. I'm using a lot more of my quickness, and I think I'm using my length a lot more than I have in previous years.
What is this first preseason game going to mean for you?
Just, you know, I'm excited, blessed, and I want to compete, and I want to destroy people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, right? We play football for a reason, and, you know, the mindset going into there is compete and dominate.
That change, like getting upfield more and being more of a vertical player, like did that take you a little bit to adjust to? And if so, like when did it kind of click for you?
Yeah, I mean, it did a little bit, you know, but it's been, you know, they're very encouraging here to, you know, try things and figure things out rather than, you know, you play football, you know, so play around with your stance or play around with what you're doing, and, you know, it's helped me and it's working for me, and I'm excited.
So that vertical nature, is that more about the techniques they're teaching you versus what you played in college?
Yeah, I think that, you know what I mean, it's just the way that defensive linemen play here, and it's been different from kind of what I'm used to, right? And I think it really uses the skills that I provide really well.
What have you learned about Nolan and Jalen, the last couple of weeks?
You know, it's cool being around those guys. I'm the only one. We were talking the other day, and they're giving Texas some crap, but, you know, I'm 1-0 versus Georgia, so not many people could say that. And, you know, they're hard workers that, like, they play hard and they love football, right? I'm fortunate to have some guys like that in the room just because, you know, they're great guys, really always laughing with them, always talking with them, you know, and they're hungry. They're not in any means content. They want to come and they want to, you know, put their own stamp.
With Fletch specifically, because he's in your room, and it's a young room sort of after him, what has he meant to the group as a whole?
He's meant everything, right? He's almost like a damn near a coach there. You know, he has so much wisdom, and sometimes Coach Rock will be saying something, and he'll be like, "Fletch, what do you think about this?" Right? And Fletch has a point of view as a player that one of the best things for me from the college to pro transition is hearing great guys that have done something really well explain it from their point of view, because it clicks sense automatically for me.
What are your impressions of Sean Desai to this point?
Great energy. I think that he likes to make us kind of collaborate, you know what I mean? And he's always there. And, you know, I just like the way that we compete as a defense. If there's anything that I love, like, I think everything's a competition here. And I think it always brings the best out of people rather than, you know, one person doing an individual drill, right? You know, when we're D-linemen, whenever we do stuff, it's normally get off, you know, who's getting there quickest, and all of those things bring the greatness out of all of us.
What do you think Tracy brings as a coach? He was a great college player, but it's been a while. Does that sort of translate still?
Yeah, 100%. You know, Tracy doesn't try to complicate anything at all, but he is very good at what he does, and he knows what he's talking about. And I think he knows how to get his players going. And another thing that's really important is he believes in us, and he really speaks positive into us.
Is there a competition that you've won that you're most proud of?
You know, no, I mean, it's competition every day. Literally every single day I step on this football field, I want to be a better player than I have been the last. And, you know, I always want to put in extra work. I always want to be out there working. And, no, I mean, I love competing versus the best offensive line out there, right? So it's been exciting.
What happened in practice the other day at the stadium?
I got off on the ball a little quick, and I ended up getting a little eye poke, and it's definitely a story I'm gonna tell my kids, because I got to like go to an eye doctor, and it was just weird. I was in like full pads and everything, you know what I mean? But I'm good, you know, and it's interesting, the whole, like, I don't know, the fact that like there's so much that goes into like your eye, and there's like so well detailed in that aspect, you know, so it's kind of cool. And never taking a visor off again, so